Okay, Leo, let's take a look at your Love and Soul Path reading for the month of February 2022. We're going to take a look at singles and looking. We're going to look at coupled, and we're going to take a peek at you're single and you're just fine with how things are going. Maybe you've recently come out of a relationship and you're just getting it together, or maybe you're just like, I don't know, relationships don't really work for me. I think we need more on that. Thank you. Okay. Now look at you, Leo. Single and looking, you're the beauty queen. So you're putting the vibe out there. People are picking up what you're laying down. That looks really good. For those of you who are coupled, okay, it's really interesting. So first we had the brunette female that came out, but I don't want you to worry about that. I want you to look at the look on the face. I mean, that is a little come hither look, right? And so I think it's time with Valentine's coming up. We've got Venus and Mars doing their little dance in the sky where Mars is chasing Venus right now, and then Venus is going to catch up again with Mars and pass them up. So they are in conjunction actually on the 16th. So right there around Valentine's Day. And then Venus will chase down Mars and catch up with him at the end of the month and then pass him like March 2nd, 3rd, something like that. So there is this little celestial dance of the divine feminine and masculine. And I think it's important that you do that. So, but there's a need to keep things in balance. So you have dating, you have the union, and you have freedom. And so hold on loosely, but don't let go. If you cling too tightly, you're going to lose control, is what they just said or sang. I'm not singing it for you. Okay, so, put a little bit of romance back into your relationship. And, turn on the sexy. You know how to do that. For those of you who aren't looking, have open relationship. So I think that means that single is good for you. I do want to caution you. The open relationship is kind of like somebody who might be attached to someone maybe looking at you. And if that is not your jam, then watch out for that. But we have with this the wallflower. And maybe for you, this is the reason you're currently single. Is that they weren't so faithful. So I want to focus on this. We have the children. So either you're single and you have children, and you're focusing on them, which is a great thing to do. There was all that creative energy though, and so it could be that you're working on some kind of a creative passion project, and that's what's getting your time and attention. And frankly, you just don't have time to be dealing with this, and because you're doing this. So whether it is your children that is your creative project, or you are working on a creative project, it seems like that's where your focus is this month, and either place is a great place for your focus. But for those of you who want to be out there, it looks like people are looking back at you. But let's get a little bit more on that for you. Oh yeah, Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming. Surprise invitation or meeting. Oh, you can't see that. I have a lot of lights on because we are having a snowstorm right now. So those of you that are looking, it looks like you're going to be successful. For those of you, okay, For those of you who are coupled, you have the golden mirror, and this is about one-sided relationships or being a little too self-absorbed, too narcissistic. And I'm not saying it's you; it could be your partner. It doesn't matter. There is a need to reconnect. There might be just a little bit too much. Might be just a little bit too much freedom, but not, you know how it is. You've got to have some space, all right? But there's also a need to connect. So finding that balance. It might be why you have that Five of Pentacles. You might be feeling a little left out, going, when is this going to repair itself? But remember, if you shine like the sun, you will draw and attract to you what it is that you need. And that could be in your relationship too. For those of you that are single and not really looking, you have take a risk, being strategic, and options. That's the Fool card. So that was your overall energies. Whatever this creative project is, and also, you know, being strategic was that Queen of Swords with that Ace of Swords energy. And so applying that to whatever the timing is around whatever it is that you're doing here. So there is a need to be a little risky and go for what you want. To be a little risky and go for what you want. All right. Oh, there you go. Nothing is sexier than self-confidence. You have confidence. No one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Be your own cheerleader. You have rutilated quartz. It is the solar plexus energy. It is the sun energy. It is you shining. For those of you who are looking, it just looks like you could really find something. For those of you that are coupled, there's a need to speak up and speak your truth, but speak from the heart. So it is turquoise. Turquoise is where you connect your downloads and intuition, the insight that you get here. No, let me say that again. No, this is speaking your truth with your higher. It's like this. With your higher heart. So what you feel in your heart that is true and authentic for you, speaking those words and putting them out there. Speak from your heart. It's the only thing worth listening to. Turquoise. Turquoise is always about being in the right place at the right time with the right people in the right situations. So looking for the opportunity, not saying that, oh, we need to talk thing, because that never is a good idea. I just shared this with some other sign. I can't remember. My sister sent me a text message and says, is it okay if I call you? That sounds like we need to talk. I was like, crap, what did I do now? But really, it wasn't anything to do with that. It was a really fine, but that moment where your stomach clenches up, I had that. So I really want to encourage you to speak your truth, but more like, you know, I've been thinking about something, and I've been kind of wondering about this, and what do you think about that? To allow yourself the opportunity to open with softly open a conversation. For those of you, I swear you've got something going on. You got the children here, you've got this take a risk, and now you have manifestation again, that solar plexus energy that is such Leo energy. Manifestation is the fruition of confidence and belief. Even though you start with this Five of Pentacles and you're irritated waiting there with that Seven of Pentacles going on, you feel like that caged tiger, it is coming, and it takes you believing in what it is that you're doing. So if you believe in it, others will believe in it too. So I feel like you have some kind of a sales pitch coming up, because we have all this Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords energy at the end. I think you've been working really hard towards something with that Nine of Wands. That's the outcome. I think it's time to put together some kind of a presentation, and it looks good. It looks good. That could be that Queen of Swords. Maybe you're the person that's being interviewed for some idea. You think you're bringing it to your editor or something like that. So there's some opportunity here to really bring something in. All right, soul path for everybody. Boy, that looks good. Actually, you all look good, which is nice. But then again, Leo always looks good. Okay, let's see what we get here for soul path. Okay, you have the change card. That's that Fool energy. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So there's a need to take a risk, to go for something, to try something. You have the Denial card, which is I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. And so this feels more like this feels like couples, even though this isn't supposed to be broken up this way. So where in your life, so maybe your acknowledgement of your fear of taking a risk and going for something, or maybe you're not aware of just how much you're shining out there and you're drawing and attracting to what it is, and so you feel like nothing's happening, but it really is. So just keep on shining. So whatever it is, once you you identify what it is that you're afraid of. If you're afraid to speak your truth, that you might be rejected. Understand that you're never going to make forward progress without telling people as best as in the nicest way possible what it is that you're looking for, because you have purpose. I know what I am here to do. Know what I am here to do. So I feel like there's something really important that you all are trying to manifest into your life, and there is a need to speak up and speak about it to yourself and be real authentic. And then who are you going to go have these conversations with? Who are you going to share this with? How are you going to put this information out there in a way that it is a little risky? It's always risky when you take something that you're really passionate about and you and then you go for it. Look, I don't know what's going on with you guys, but it's important. You have the High Priest, but in this deck it says intend and create. Speak your wishes, goals, dreams, desires out into the universe on a daily basis. Talk about them as though they're already happening. Feel what it feel like when it is already there. So it is basically you looking into the future, seeing what it is kind of like using a vision board, right? But you can do this in your mind, or you can literally make a vision board. You can see what it will look like when it is done. And then feel how good you're going to feel about it. Don't attach a timeline. Don't attach, you need to know the next couple of steps you're going to take in that direction, but you don't need to know all the steps, because literally if you open it up to the universe, it'll happen quicker. It may come from unexpected directions. The universe always manifests things in ways that are better than we can imagine, because we are kind of limited in our ability to see everything. But the universe isn't limited. Spirit is not limited. Look, you guys are supposed to be shining. Look at this. You have the light. My light radiates through my life and the world around me. So whether you're creating something, or you're trying to attract a relationship, or you're trying to upgrade your current relationship, or you're trying to attract in a new job or a new opportunity, or whatever it is you're trying to manifest into your life, it starts with you knowing that your superpower, Leo, is your ability to create, and that you are the attractive energy of the sun. You attract to you what it is you need. Always. So what you're focusing on, you're going to attract to you. You are the biggest magnetic force that there is in the zodiac. So no matter where Leo falls, and Leo's in everybody's chart, no matter where it falls in someone's chart, that's where they magnetize to them. So Leo rising, you are magnetizing to you through your personality and your physical looks, because that's that part too. But also it is your goals and your dreams. That's where you manifest. If you're a Leo sun, where in your chart is really important to know where these things come from. Leo sun, though, however, carries a natural sense of self-confidence, so it still attracts to you. If you don't know your time of birth, think about your life and where in the world do you generally attract whatever it is you need. That may help you figure out your placements in your chart. Leo moon, emotionally, you got the two luminaries together. So emotionally, you attract joyful, happy things into your life when you focus on joyful and happy things, right? You're like a super, they said romantic magnet. Okay, we'll go with that. So my light radiates through my life and the world around me. There's a lot of passion and fire available to you this month to create something, whatever it is that brings you the joy in your life. Just by simply shining your confidence out there, you will draw and attract to you what you need. So intend and create. Guys, take good care. I'll see you next week.